Yeah, lost and found. That was me when I was a kid, back in the good old days. Only thing is, the good old days, well, they really weren't so good. You see, I was the kind of kid that was easily led. Usually in with the wrong mob. Yep, it's true. Me, Dutch Toller. Boy, I was a handsome mug. Dapper and everything. Here I am with the guys. Pinhead, Porky, Louie the Wrench. A couple of pals of mine from the pool hall. He's saying that nag didn't do good until I saw Babette Stroganoff. She made me forget all about horses, you see. I had no love for the ponies when I put my saddle on Patty, huh? Yeah, these gals would never give me the time of day. They'd blow me off like a soda straw right out of their little glass. Yeah, see, Patty had a boyfriend. One of them goody-goodies. Always working. Always trying to make a buck. Yeah, he thought he was some big stuff pumping that petrol into those old Duesenbergs. Yeah, but one day, he got a letter. A letter that was gonna change his life, you see? He was about ready to enlist in another kind of big job. One for Morty the grifter. See, Morty was embezzling at the station there. Little did old straight Dan know. Things weren't so good for him either. That's what he gets for being a square goober. Me, I was still having fun at the pool hall. But Dan was about to get a promotion, all right. A promotion out of this world. See, they were going to make him manager. It was just sort of like a straw dog, paper doll thing. They were going to set him up and embezzle under his name. Poor goof. But he thought the babes had his number. He thought with the new green he could rake in. He'd have a babe, a flashy doll on each arm, waltzing down Main Street, doing the splendor in the grass under the big elm tree. Yeah, it was just like Eugene O'Neill. Look at this character, showing his damn letter to everybody. Laughing at the likes of me, but putting the make on these solid senders. Sure, she's happy now. Oh yeah, sure there's a ring involved. I think the ring was around his little peanut brain and closing it tighter, because she was going to take him for everything he had, too. See, I know people. They call that cynical nowadays. Back then it was called having good sense. Yep, this doll knew how to shift all right, and Dan's gears were about to get the grind of a lifetime. Yeah, here comes old Dan now. See, I'm nice to these goobers. I treat them square. You don't see me hurting for wheels. I had it all cornered. Yep, nothing can get around old Dutch. I was a boy on the make. I was making 15 grand a week at the pool hall with my 3-tiered shot that Nick Paul taught me. That's right. I was raking it in pretty good. Fill her up, boy, I said. Hey. I knew an angle when I saw one. I knew this big hayseed was ready for the big knockover. Boy, did I scare the behoozes out of this character. I had a sense of humor then. Nothing could get me down. I planted a little idea on old Dan's pea brain, didn't I? He's just counting the days the big green's gonna fall his way. Oh yes, matrimony. A lughead like him. Boy, that gal was going to take him for every sow. There's the guy that was going to be a good influence on me in the right direction. Yep, Father Bill. See, Father Bill wasn't the ordinary parson. This cat swung. He had just come back from Vienna with the Dadists. He was an early Andre Breton friend, you know, the French surrealist and all that. Look at the cut of this guy's cloth. Sure, I sees what's going on. They want to get me in on this Dadaism movement, get me painting some wild abstracts, thinking it could cure my little ways at the pool hall, Kept me from hanging out with the hopheads and the grifters I was used to. I was having none of it then. Yep, there he is, just thinking about Salvador Dali's manifesto. Me, I'm thinking about babes in the hay. Yep, that celibacy may be good for some of them cats, but me, I got wheels and gotta go. Bye, Danny boy. Boy, Danny needs a woman bad. Look at that walk. A little fey, if you ask me. Looks kind of like, oh, looks like Dan and Fada getting a little friendly here. Fada knows a pigeon when he sees one. He knows this Dan boy just might have the stuff. Yeah. Fada's asking him now about the art community. He wants to get some of these canvases moving. Maybe Dan can push him to the kids. Yep, that Kandinsky and all that other crowd. Fada's into art, all right. He's one of them crazy, tweezed-out surrealist cats, a real egghead. Yep, here they are discussing the facts and figures of the coming art revolution. All Dan cares about is being a grease monkey for the rest of his life, for God's sakes. Look at the father's little wry smile. He's thinking, yeah, it's all right for now, kid, but look at the kind of babes I'm born, and I'm celibate. I can get them to come just by thought control out of my, right in their pews there, you know? He's just humoring the kid. Yeah, that gas station stuff, it's all right for a lunkhead like him. But down where the real action roars, other stuff's happening. Sure, fill 'em up, belly up to the bar, boys. Guzzle 'em down. Prohibition's a long ways off, fellas. Let's get our tankards of ale while we can, huh? Yep, I always had a belly full. Here's my boy Jake. Jake just moved in from Hollywood, personal friend of Meyer Lansky and Mickey Cohen. He must be a personal friend of Mickey Cohen. It's 130 degrees out and he's wearing a suit. Boy, what a yo-yo. Yep, what do I care about characters like him? As long as I get a good high, me and the boys, my pals, my bosom buddies, we're ready to roll. We can find nightlife any time of day. Look at the slant of this machine. This guy's a cheat here, but I'll be able to do good. Yeah, Jake. He's in with the Ballies people. He knows about pinball machines all right. Seems he's got some lines of credit he extended he better reel in about now or he'll be losing a lot of fat lucre, if you ask me. Boy, oh boy, Jake's got the goods all right. Let's just hope he doesn't bring in a couple of heavy gunzels, a couple of torpedoes from Hollywood. If he does, I don't care. Life to me is like a pinball machine. You just get the right action on that ball and, baby, you're in like Flynn, you know what I mean? What do I care about a little crazy character like this Jake? Me and the boys, we got a nice high going. Yeah, Jake knows I have talent, though. He knows he could use a guy with a handsome mug and determination like me. Hey, is this character queer or something? What's he want me to do, join the Swedish Navy? Well, maybe I'll give him an ear. See what kind of proposition this shady little slimeball's got up his sleeve. Ah, gambling debts? Me? A winner like me? Is this guy off his rocker? Yeah, I'll pay you something on account. How about a nice Florsheim up the butthole, huh? Oh, my boss, huh? Does this little greaseball know I'm my own boss? But I better act like I'm scared, you know, buy some time until I can figure out the angle on this thing. Counting off the days, huh, buddy? Well, if it's cash he needs, I happen to know a place where I can get some easy currency pronto. Yeah, thinking about that gas station, thinking about those girls. Thinking about my old babe, Babette Stroganoff. Yeah, what would she make of this? One thing Father Bill was right. That time is an arbitrary invention like the wheel, he always used to say. It just keeps turning. Just keeps turning. Yep, all these characters want to put the finger on you. Make you sweat a little. What's a poor-working guy like me gonna do, huh? Yep, that wheel keeps spinning. Fill her up? I'll fill her up. I'll fill him up with lead if he doesn't give me that money I need. Imagine, a little shark like Jake putting the fix on me, huh? He was really putting it to me. Ah, the pressure. Hey, what's a good-looking mug like me doing worrying? I got plenty of time. Yep, I got my eyes and ears open all the time. Yeah, maybe I'll just smoke a little muggles here, you know, a little reefer and relax. Maybe if I cozy up to this character, I'll find the lay of the land. Yeah, nice little joint he has there. Ah, there's Father Bill. Out in nature again. Always one for pruning the shrubbery. Oh, how you doing, Father? How's things with the world of the surrealists? Oh, trying to get me down with that art crowd again. This character really thinks art saves lives or something. Me? I'm waiting for Picasso. He's the kind of guy that could mix the painting and the money together, you know what I mean? Heh. Yeah, some people get them to a nunnery. Looks like I better get myself down to the old clubhouse. Rub elbows with some of the real people. Hiya, fellas! Hey, Dutch, come on and join us. Come on, Dutch, don't be shy. I had other things in my mind, though. Although I enjoyed the company of my compatriots, seems I have the little matter of these debts hanging over my head. Debts I gotta take care of, but pronto. Or else I'm gonna have this little clown on my tail for the rest of my natural days. Either that or I'll rub my chin out. Oh, if only I wasn't so friendly with those old dice. Just rattling. Trying to rattle me. Just rattling. Trying to rattle me. Give me a break. Let me think. Fellas, let me show you how to shoot craps, and I don't mean Porgy and Bess. Luck be a lady tonight, baby. Boy, a lot of hemp smoke in this joint I can hardly see. Yeah, I'll show these characters how to shoot some craps. I'm gonna put some wrist action in here that will boggle the brain. Yeah. Yeah, this is the kind of life I was born to lead. Lots of smoke. Tapped out, though. What the hell went wrong? What the hell am I doing with my life? This is my town. Am I born to just wander disconsolately down these same grim Norman Rockwell streets, or what? What the hell's wrong with my legs? I've been riding too many sway-backed mares, or did that chick put my joint out of whack? I don't know. It's one of those days where I couldn't quite find my sea legs. Old Solid Dan, though, he's never at a loss. Let me smoke some more of this muggle, a little tea here, and see what it gets me thinking. Yeah, that's relaxing. Oh, that's some good stuff. I'm gonna go down to Chinatown and get some more as soon as I get some green. Yeah, let me see what old Danny's up to. Maybe you can help me out of a fix if I act wearied and battered enough. Yeah, now he buys my depression. He's gonna be a pal in more ways than one. I think old Dan gets the gist. I'm his friend. He's gotta help me, right? Dan's a solid Joe, even though his name is Dan. A quarter? What does this rube take me for? What do you think I want to buy? Some bubble gum? Doesn't he know that Jake's sitting there ready to meat cleaver me down for the big green? No can do, Dan says. You know, I gotta get married. Gotta spend all my money on that white picket fence. Boy, I'm fed up with people. Look at this bonehead. Phooey on you, I said.